Hey, so this is the Apple Watch Ultra, and it's been a few days now since I've picked it up, strapped it on. So I kind of wanted to share my thoughts and experience so far and share a few things. Firstly, how it's been, how's battery performance, and lastly, how's that size. Firstly, and most notable, the size. This is definitely a big watch, but I think this is going to come down to preference in the long run. And to kind of put things into perspective, I'm coming from a Series 5 that sits at around 44 millimeters. This being a 49 millimeter watch, there's a bit of a contrast. Even so, acclimating to the new size was short-lived in my opinion. I guess once on, it doesn't feel much different. And to be honest, I was expecting a bit more heft. It definitely looks much heavier than what it actually is, and I think that's a good thing. Since it's fairly lightweight, it doesn't feel like a chore to wear this all day. And I get some of the design choices made make the watch feel bigger. For example, the extra layers that now encase the display and the crown and power button, yeah, they add a bit of extra bulk, but they serve a purpose. Like I said, I think this is going to come down to preference in the long run, and for me personally, I think this is borderline the biggest I would go on a watch. I just have really small wrists. Also, I think this is the small Alpine green wrist strap. So again, I just have really small wrists. But let's now move on to the good stuff. Battery. By the way, I'm in no way, shape, or form any sort of extreme athlete. I primarily use my Apple Watch for notifications, phone calls, Apple Pay, keeping track of my workouts, the occasional hike, more of the generic day-to-day. That being said, I'd say battery life has been great on the Ultra. It's been able to push for about 2 days and some change. Now, of course, this is in comparison to Apple's own series of watches, and up until now, this was unheard of, unfathomable with any Apple Watch. I'd say it's been rather convenient to only have to charge this guy perhaps every second day, maybe even leading into the third. I mean, up until now, I was never really able to use the sleep tracking feature because of the fact or the necessity of charging my Series 5 overnight, but that's no longer an issue here with the Ultra. Now, Apple also claims to have a battery optimization feature coming later this year that's set to push the Ultra up to 60 hours of use, but we'll have to wait and see how that performs once that becomes available. But I mean, overall, I think some of the added functions do make this watch more efficient, more convenient to use. The action button, the crown now being used to quickly get into a sort of night or dark mode. The larger and brighter display make it easy to view practically anything indoors and outdoors. And the flat display looks way better in my opinion. It's by far the best experience you can get on an Apple Watch right now, in my opinion. Now, it's not going to be for everyone. Just the sheer size of this thing is going to drive some people away, but there's just definitely still a ton of things I want to test out in this guy. So if you guys enjoyed the video and perhaps want to see more of me and these videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.